Hello, hello, hello. My name is Tiara Nicole Riley. I'm a motivational speaker, five-time published author, and owner of Rethinking Me, a life coaching firm. So, I wanted to talk about the balancing act as we continue in our entrepreneurship series and really just give some tangible ways that you can be more balanced. I First of all, in the intro, I tell you all the things that I do, but there's so much more, right? Like, I am literally a mom first. I'm an individual, I'm a human, right? I am an HR professional, so I do offer HR consulting. I've been in the HR industry for about 15 years, so I'm able to now help small business owners provide them with HR services so that they can actually have that support without paying a bunch of money for a salaried or full time employee, right? I'm also a life coach. I am also the owner and founder of Rethinking Me, a life coaching firm. I am also a five-time published author. I also am a competitive cheer judge, and I am very active in my sorority, Sigma Gamma Sorority Incorporated. I am on the board for a nonprofit, Sales, which supports families who have suffered from infant or pregnancy loss. I do other things. I'm like, what else? What am I missing? I'm very active in my church too. I go to Union Church. Shout out to Union Church. I do so much. I do so much. And so, the Libra that I am, I wanted to take some time to help you guys understand how I am able to balance it all and offer some help and suggestions in that manner. Now, before I get into my actual list, I do want to say I'm also type A. Being organized and structured helps me do all of the things and not drop the ball. Full transparency, I did recently realize, like, wait, I'm starting to drop a couple balls. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. But then I just had to realize, like, and I actually sat down. So this was yesterday. Today I sat down and said, okay, now let's look at our list and see what needs to go. Because clearly we're doing too much. So something needs to be taken off of the plate. Govern accordingly. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is a tool. And this is a stolen tool, but I've been using it for about a year now. And I'm telling you, it is a game changer. It actually, it pays to be best friends with a therapist. It does. It does. She's my best friend in real life, but she's a therapist by trade. And whew, game changer. So we were talking about it this time last year, and I was telling her, I'm like, I am chronically overwhelmed. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know how to, like, everything feels required. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. Like, right? Like, I was just feeling really overwhelmed. And she recommended writing a physical list of my priorities. And I actually have it on a whiteboard that's right here. So if I'm sitting at my home office, it's literally right here in front of me, and I'm able to see it and I'm able to reflect on that. So on this list, and I do update this regularly, which literally today I updated it. So as my priorities shift, I update the board. But on this list, I have all of my priorities, everything that I'm responsible for, all the plates that I'm currently spinning on the stick, right? But I also have it ranked in order. And I have the subcategories on there as well. And those are also ranked in order. What that has done is done a couple of things. One, I don't have to remember all the things that I have going on, it's right there. Two, I've already decided the ranking order in my life. So if ever I'm put in a position to say this or that, I've already decided what's going to win. And as I look at it, literally, my kid is number one, where she will remain for the duration of her childhood. She did not ask to be here. I asked her to be here. She is not capable of meeting her own needs. It is literally my duty and my honor to meet her needs. Okay? So my kid is number one. But hear me, Tiara Nicole's number two. Okay. I am a close second. So let me tell you what that means. When her needs are met, it's time for mine. A majority of my self care happens while she's at daycare. And although I do travel and things for work, and different opportunities that make me feel like a human and make me feel like I'm more than just her mother, when I'm away, she's with someone who loves her, she feels safe with, and is excited to spend the weekend with her. I avoid, as much as I possibly can, I avoid babysitters that are like, I guess I can make it work. Let me see what I could do. Nah, the type of babysitters that I guess you could say required for my kid are the ones that be like, oh my god, I cannot wait to have Kayla this weekend. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. She's a doll. I love having her. I can't wait for us to go here. We're gonna go there. We're gonna do that. We're gonna sit up and watch. Whatever. So those are the experiences she's having when I'm gone. She's not suffering because I'm gone. She's having a blast. In fact, she's probably having more fun with them than she would with me sitting up in the house. I don't know. I gotta do better at like having fun at home. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, so once her needs are met and she's good, guess who's next in line? Right? And then just being clear about the other things that are important in my life, but having clarity on what comes first. Okay. But having that list and making sure that it's written and visual and not in your head definitely makes a difference. Definitely makes a difference. So if you do not have a written list of things, I recommend it. Get your whiteboard. Get your whiteboard, put it on the wall so that it's visual. Game changer. The next thing I wanted to talk about is a phrase that kind of has been sitting with me for probably a while now, but it's kind of become a mantra for me. And all that I'm like doing, it's actually become my mantra. And it's one day, 1 hour, one task at a time. One day, 1 hour, one task at a time. Focus on your focus, do what you're doing, control the controllables, and that's it. That's it. And that kind of brings me to my third point, which is probably also another mantra I've y'all. Okay, so the next three are mantras. Okay, but that's the first mantra I want to give you. One day, 1 hour, one task at a time. Block out your calendar, and a lot of times we get overwhelmed because we're trying to do all of the things, right? We're trying to do too much at one time. What I have started doing is doing like block scheduling, and that to me has become like, even when I'm recording these videos, like my phone is on silent, all of my tabs are closed, like my emails are closed, my phone is in a whole nother room, so I'm not distracted. I'm focused on my focus. Focusing on your focus in that moment and stop trying to juggle multiple things. Whenever I get overwhelmed, my phone is the first thing to get on silent. I promise you. And I have so if you have an iPhone, they have these different focuses that you can set up. I have one set up where literally nothing can get through. Not a phone call, not a text message. It don't matter how many times you call, not an email, not a notification, not a nothing. Not a peep can get through. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, baby, I cut that thing on in a heartbeat. Okay, that's the first thing to happen. Boop. Right? And it's really about being intentional about what you're doing in that moment and doing that at that moment the best you can. That's it. The second mantra that I wanted to leave you guys with is all you can do is all you can do. Truly. Truly. And if you are a Godfident business owner, it's only up to you to do your part. Do what you can do and trust God to do the rest. That's it. And I've had this conversation. So with my event planner, when we were working on the conference that we had in January, maybe about like a month out, I told her, I was like, I'm done. I've done my part. I've done all that I can do. That's it. The rest is up to God. Like, it's up to God to get the right people in the door. Whoever He wants to be there will be there. I have done my part. All I can do is all I can do. Truthfully. The rest is up to God. And the last mantra I wanted to leave you guys with, and this is one that I have recently discovered, if you will, and it was like a light bulb. I was like, yo. And I know I'm doing a cliffhanger here, but I promise you it's gonna be worth the wait. The final mantra that I want to leave you with is you can do anything, but not everything. You can do anything, but not everything. And if that ain't a word, baby, let's just go ahead and pass the collection plate, okay? Pass the collection plate. You can do anything, but not everything. And sometimes, we be trying to do too much. And I'm speaking for me. Like I said, I just had to take some things off of my priority list today. You can do anything, but not everything. And if you're in a position where you're not doing everything with excellence, hear me, I didn't say perfection, I said excellence. If you are not chronically operating in excellence, you're doing too much. And sometimes you got to be honest about that. Sometimes it's not you're lazy. Sometimes it's not you don't have the skill or ability or interest or will or desire. Sometimes you're doing too much and it's impacting your ability to operate in excellence. You can do anything, but not everything. Anyways, I hope this video helps. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're the first one to know when a video has dropped. And of course, share it with somebody who needs to hear this. Hello. Thanks, guys.